Good evening, and welcome to this week in review. Tonight's stories include Lions Awards Night, presentation to the Calder Healthcare Centre, Election Day results. These stories plus community events, the BBS Playbill, Off the Rack, and more coming up after these words from tonight's sponsor. Express yourself for all eternity with a monument carved in stone from Umber Memorials. Order your monument today during the fall inventory clearance sale and save up to 35% on in-stock designs. Monuments can be installed this fall or take advantage of the winter payment plan with a spring 2001 delivery. Call Gord Ingram at 886-2225 or visit Umber Memorials at 310 O'Connell Drive in Corner Brook. On Saturday, November the 25th, we were invited to the Burgeo Lions Club Awards Night. The evening started with the singing of O Canada, Lions Invocation, Moment of Silence for Deceased Lions and Lioness, Toast to the Queen, Lions International, the Ladies, and the Lions Toast. Past President Jim Marsden said grace. MC King Lion introduced the table guest. Mayor Ann brought greetings from the town. Guest speaker for the evening was District Governor Wayne Strickland. June Flynn, Lioness Association representative from Stephenville, presented Alice Kosser with a lifetime membership pin to the Lions Foundation of Canada. Past President Lion Jim Marsden presented the second-year directors and the Lion Tamer with sweaters. Board members, committee members, and committee chairpersons were presented with caps. Stu Green was presented with an appreciation certificate for the use of his bus during the seniors' parties. A plaque was presented to the officers and cadets of the RCSCC Bob Bartlett for a job well done. Commanding Officer Quilty accepted the plaque on behalf of the Corps. Plaques were also presented to Tail Twister Max Bellard, Lions Secretary Roger Ann, First Vice President Ron Green, Lion of the Year Rod Kosser, and to past President Lioness Alice Kosser for winning Best Club, Secretary, and President. Lioness Alice presented a Lioness Year in Report. With the help of Patricia Sims, Alice presented first, third, and 10-year pins, perfect attendant pins, and mugs to their directors. Presentations were also made to the Lioness Tamer, past President, First Vice President, Treasurer, and Lions Liaison. Then it was on to the Dart Awards. The Dart champions were presented with jackets. King Lion Ron congratulated all the winners, as did Lioness President Edith Marsden. The supper part of the evening concluded with the singing of Ode to Newfoundland. A dance followed. We offer our congratulations to all the winners of the awards and wish the Lions and Lioness every success for another great year. Monday, November the 27th was Election Day, and Mr. Bill Matthews was re-elected as MP for Burin St. George's. Voting turnout in Burgeo was pretty good. There was a total of 848 votes cast. Mr. Bill Matthews had 573 of these votes. PC candidate Fred Pottle received 102. The NDP with Mr. Sullivan got 25 votes. The Canadian Alliance, Peter Fenwick, 18 votes, and Mr. Sam Sinyard received 130 votes. We congratulate Mr. Bill Matthews on his victory and the other candidates for having the courage to run in this election. On Tuesday, November the 28th, we were invited to the Calder Healthcare Centre for a presentation. The Burgeo Fish Market made a donation in loving memory of Edward Ball to supply children's furniture for a kiddies' corner. The staff at the Calder Healthcare Centre purchased a picnic-style table, this little workbench, 2 table and chair sets, the kitchen set, the toy chest, and the storage containers. The floor carpet was purchased by the Western Health Cooperation to help make the area more inviting to the children. The Cooperation also donated some toys and books. The area has been decorated with a border featuring Elmo from Sesame Street and wall decos from the popular movie It's a Bug's Life. More decos for the window have been ordered. For the finishing touch, a Kitty's Corner sign has been hung from the ceiling. Members of the Ball family were on hand for the presentation. Mrs. Norma Ball presented Site Manager Rose Staples Payne with a plaque which has been proudly displayed on the wall in the play area. The Ball family were very pleased with the area that has been dedicated to the children. Laurie Porter and Mrs. Ball cut the cake, which was done by the kitchen staff to help celebrate the occasion. If anyone has toys such as building blocks or books they would like to donate to the Kiddies Corner, please feel free to drop them off at the Calder Health Care Center. They would appreciate it if you don't bring stuffed toys or very small items because of health and safety reasons. The staff encourages the public to drop by and to take a look at this new addition. Stay tuned for more of This Week in Review coming up after these words from Umber Memorials. Express yourself for all eternity with a monument carved in stone from Umber Memorials. Order your monument today during the fall inventory clearance sale and save up to 35% on in-stock designs. Monuments can be installed this fall or take advantage of the winter payment plan with a spring 2001 delivery. Call Gord Ingram at 886-2225 or visit Umber Memorials at 310 O'Connell Drive in Corner Brook. A few weeks ago, the St. John's Central High School and the A.J. Matthews School announced a Name the School contest. Burgeo Broadcasting was informed that a large poster was on display in the lobby of the high school with the names that have been entered in the contest. Some of these names include Spencer Lake Consolidated School, Burgeo Education Center, Matthews Millennium Memorial, Burgeo Cabot Academy, Maiden T All Grade Millennium Ope School, Calder Collegiate, Barbara Barter All Grade, Cape Royal Collegiate, the Fritz Sims Community School, Matthews Barter All Grade School, plus many, many more. The next step in the naming process is to send these names to District Number 4 Board Office to eliminate some of them that may not be acceptable. Then the shortened list is sent back to Burgeo. A community committee will then have the difficult task of picking a name for the new school. This will probably take place sometime in the new year. We would like to finish our news broadcast this evening by telling you a heartwarming story about Mr. Fred Domine and his boat. For about 2 months, 78-year-old Fred Domine has been busy working on this schooner. He is very proud of his work, and rightly so. This boat was started by the late George Ingram. When he passed away, Mr. Ingram's son, Brian, asked Mr. Domine if he would like to have a memento of his father. Mr. Domine chose what looked like to be a junk of wood, but it was the beginning of a boat. This boat. A boat that his good friend had started but couldn't finish. Mr. Domine was very proud and honored to be able to finish this for his friend. It has been modeled the same way as the other boats Mr. George Ingram was known for. Mr. Domine is very pleased with the finished product, and we think Mr. Ingram would be too. What a wonderful expression of friendship. We would like to thank Rose Youngs for telling us about this heartwarming story. We would like to remind our younger viewers that next Sunday, December the 10th, beginning at 2 p.m., we will have Mr. and Mrs. Claus in our studio. This is a great opportunity for you to call down and talk to them and tell them what you would like for Christmas. We hope you join us. Please stay with us for Off the Rack, the community events, and the BBS Playbill, all after these words from Umber Memorials. Express yourself for all eternity with a monument carved in stone from Umber Memorials. Order your monument today during the fall inventory clearance sale and save up to 35% on in-stock designs. Monuments can be installed this fall or take advantage of the winter payment plan with a spring 2001 delivery. Call Gord Ingram at 886-2225 or visit Umber Memorials at 310 O'Connell Drive in Corner Brook. Off the rack. This week as we scanned our tape rack, we came across a tape of the fire at the Foodland store. Let's look back to November the 29th, 1999.
She's still in.
First air training and everybody at convenience store. I should probably get back in this.
Good evening and welcome to the community event segment of tonight's broadcast. I'm Jennifer Marks. The C&C Committee will host the next TV bingo for Wednesday, December 6th at 7 p.m. Cards are $1 each or 6 for $5 and are available from any member of the C&C Committee and are in most stores around town. Please support the C&C Committee and play TV bingo and you could win $500 just in time for Christmas. The driver examiner will be in Burgeo on Wednesday, December 13th, weather permitting, to do written and road tests as well as photo IDs. The volunteer fire department will be having breakfast with Santa again this year on Saturday, December 23rd. There will be more details later, but mark it on your calendar so you won't forget. The Burgeo Lions Club are once again sponsoring the Light Up for Christmas project. Committee members will be going around town sometime during Christmas to judge the best decorated houses. So get out your Christmas lights and light up for Christmas. If your group or organization has an upcoming event planned, we'll be happy to advertise it for you. Just call the BBS office by Wednesdays of each week to have items included in this portion of our broadcast. That concludes the community event segment of tonight's broadcast. See you next week.
BBS Playbill. Tune in on Tuesday for a rebroadcast of Pansy's Garden. Try your luck on Wednesday by playing Sand and Sea Committee TV Bingo. Following the bingo, we will have a video from the Ground Search and Rescue entitled The Lucy Aris Story. Tune in on Thursday when we'll have a rebroadcast of The Bandwagon. Join Pansy and the gang for 2 stories, a craft, and lots of fun on Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on Pansy's Garden. And I'll be here again next week with This Week in Review. Please stay tuned now for The Bandwagon. For This Week in Review, I'm Marie Rose. Good night and God bless.